everyone, I'm Sriram, and today I'm going to talk about how to answer this question. Tell me something about yourself. Most of the graduates who attend interviews, they face this question from a recruiter in the beginning of the interview. Tell me something about yourself. Now, before we get to know how to answer this question, we'll have to understand why recruiters basically ask this question. And if you look at the recruiter's standpoint of view, these are the points a candidate must understand. That this is why recruiters ask this question. Now let's see what are they. The first thing is they would like to understand a candidate's approach towards an interview. So when you start off, when you strike conversation with a recruiter, how do you approach the interview? Next is to understand your interpersonal skills. Now we all know that interpersonal skills really help in corporate culture. So recruiters would like to understand how strong you are in your interpersonal skills. Next is to understand your strengths. Because you have come across academics, curricular activities, co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities, they would like to understand whether you are a normal person who's giving importance only to academics, or are you a balanced person who has given importance to all other aspects of life. Next is to understand your preparedness. So how prepared you are for the interview. Next is to understand uniqueness. So what is that edge which you have over others? And finally, to understand your confidence. How confident you are when you are stressed or when some pressure is put on you. Now, as a candidate, you will have to be pleasant to start with. When you strike conversation, you have to be very pleasant. Next, you have to speak flawless. I don't mean you have to speak fluent English, but with whatever English language you have, you'll have to be very simple so that it can be flawless. Next is you have to explain your strengths in different genres. Next is speak what is actually required. You need not speak some unnecessary things. Next, explain your achievements and experiences. Because when you talk about your accomplishments and experiences, you gain some edge over others. Next is be ready to tackle questions. Now when I talk about confidence, when we are very normal, we are confident. But when we are tested or evaluated, that's when our confidence is tested. So when you're answering, tell me something about yourself. And when you're talking about your strengths or when you're talking about your achievements, if the recruiter asks you some questions where he would like to know something in detail, should be more confident in answering those questions. So I hope it's clear for all the students. So if you understand all these points and if you follow these guidelines, I'm sure that you'll be able to answer this question easily. So if you have liked my video, please subscribe and do share. Thank you very much.